Welcome back. Today we're going to do a little overview type video of 3 different pistols that people use for duty and security reasons. We got a Gen 5 Glock 17, which there's also an MOS version, which is their optics ready. We're going to go over some process on that. Right here we got a FN509 Tactical, very similar to the FN509. The real difference is going to be your threaded barrel. I mean, other than that, they're the same pistol. Then over here we have a Staccato P. So going in with the Glock. So normally you can pick these up for around $700 for like a Gen 5 Glock 17 MOS. They weigh about 22 ounces with no mag, 4.5-inch barrel, 5 to 6 pound trigger pull. Now, the big thing about Glocks is you can get them now with different sights, and that's why they have a blue level program you can get them on as well if you're a veteran, law enforcement, first responder, where you can get different sights. They now come with a performance trigger in some models, but you can pick those up for like $400 to $600 on the blue label program, which is a pretty great price. Now, some of these are like standard issue. I know a lot of sheriff's departments use Glocks 17s and they're switching to the MOS style so they can carry red dots. Same with cities. I believe it was Brink's Security or somebody switched to the 509s. The 509s, a whole bunch of them have their optic set up. No suppressor height sights unlike these. So this is the 509 Tactical. Got an apex trigger. Now, the 509s, they come in at about 27 ounces, 4.5-inch barrel, 2 17-round magazines, and these come with 2 17-rounders as well. 4.5 to 6 pound trigger. This is obviously going to be lighter. And they come in around $900 versus like the Tactical, which is about $1,100, not including optics or aftermarket trigger or magwell, etc., etc. But I know some security companies are actually switching to FN. I know there was a few that want a SIG, but a lot of people are moving away from SIGs due to their, quote unquote, misfire in the mag. Then we have over here, pretty much, this is like a low, mid, high. The Staccato P, obviously not decked out like this, but you can pick these up for $2,500. Plain Jane, nothing fancy done. This is obviously done up. But now these have a 4 to 4.5 pound trigger from the factory. You can pick either an aluminum or steel frame. I went with the steel frame. The steel frame is about 33 ounces and the aluminum is 28 ounces. And it comes with a 4.4-inch bull barrel. Obviously a little bit longer if you go for the threaded option so you can have a compensator. But it accepts, Surefire is pretty much just the only way to go with these. I got the X300 Ultra on it. Loophole Delta Pro. Rear sights. Raised. Everything else is pretty much factory. All this is actually factory. But you can pick that up. Also, if you're military or a first responder police, they have a program for you. You can pick up military, veterans, 10% off. I believe police get 15% off plus a few extra magazines, which is a great deal. But ultimately, for the price, let's say you're an entry level, you're getting into the security game type deal, a Gen 5 Glock MOS will be your bread and butter, hands down, every day of the week. I believe it's LAPD and Texas Rangers now use the Staccato, and as you advance, they give you a better Staccato. I believe LAPD sergeants get the XC, if I'm right. So these are all being used and tried and true, especially the Glock. But Texas Rangers use Staccatos now, so big ups to them. They're probably rocking the aluminum frame. But you can obviously see where you want to start, where you want to build, and the modularity of each one of these goes up and up. And even at the lowest price point, if you get a Gen 5 MOS, let's say you get it for $550, I believe what it is, on the blue label, $700, you know, but $550, and veterans are also able to get the $550 on this. The modularity at $500 versus you can build your Gen 5 with the highest end stuff twice almost for the same price as doing one of these. So something really to think about. I mean, you can build out one of these if you're like, oh, I don't want a Glock, but I want something a little bit higher end. You can build out a 509 or even a SIG. You know, if that's what you enjoy. I don't have a SIG yet, but one day. Or you just want to kill your pocketbook because your business is making a bunch of money. You need a tax write-off. I mean, you got the Staccato P. But ultimately, you got to think about, you know, cost effectiveness, what you can get the most out of. Ultimately, I always tell people, you know, get this baby first. Practice, train it, build up all your skills on this. And then once you're proficient with this, then you move up and you can cut out your seconds on the bigger, better, higher end stuff. But if you got any questions, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. And I'll get them answered. I'll reply to every comment. Thanks. Till next time.